Good morning. I am Sanjeev Raman, Deputy General Manager NABARD, and I am as faculty at BIRD, Lucknow. And for preparing this presentation, I have taken help from farmer producer organizations, some farmers and bankers and DDMs of NABARD from 12 different states. From southern states, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, then Maharashtra, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Odisha, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Assam. So that I could present, because all over India there are slightly different processes, but overall, as per RBI guidelines, overall broad guidelines are the same. And as a farmer, how to get this KCC? So I will cover the eligibility portion, application form. I have also I will be sharing application form for on KCC and crop loan, and application form on KCC, animal husbandry and fisheries. Then documentations requirement and whom to approach, lending institutions. First of all, eligibility for KCC crop loan, all farmers, whether they are individual, joint borrowers, who are owners, owner cultivator, or tenant farmer, or oral lazy and sharecroppers, or even self-help groups, joint liability groups of farmers, including tenant farmers, sharecroppers, or are eligible as per Reserve Bank of India guidelines. Now, for allied sector, KCC, animal husbandry and fisheries, Reserve Bank of India already issued on 4 February 2019 guidelines, and as per that, eligibility is as under. First of all, whether it is crop loan or animal husbandry loan, scale of finance, it is being finalized by district level technical committee. It is in each of the district. In some district, district cooperative bank, they are the convener. Chairman is district magistrate, and in other district, maybe animal agriculture department or other department may be the convener of this committee. NABARD DDM, they are member there. Agriculture department, other departments, some progressive farmers, special invitees, Krishi Vigyan Kendra and some other people, they are special invitees, including some progressive farmers. So these, because one question was there, that scale of finance or loan component that should be dynamic. Actually, it is already dynamic, and every year it is being reviewed. Committee sits there. 5 progressive farmers are special invitees, then departments, then everyone is there. Now the calculation, there is rule. How much production is there, average selling price, what is the cost it is going to be in cultivating 1 hectare, and on the basis of that, scale of finance is being finalized for crop loan. Similarly, for animal husbandry, every year it is being finalized, and as per the requirement, it is being updated. It may be district wise or it may be state wise, it depends, because final power is district with the district level technical committee. They are finalizing, and state level technical committee, they are waiting and approving, like that. Because purpose of this DLTC is localization of scale of finance. Now, eligibility for animal husbandry and fisheries, rule is that first of all, for poultry, they should poultry and small ruminant farmers, poultry farmers, all joint borrower, joint liability group, self-help group, tenant farmers, all are eligible, but they should have owned or rented or leased shed. Because when somebody is financing the working capital, because Kisan Credit Card is a type of working capital, so when they are financing, they should have their own or their rented or leased sheds, on the basis of which they will be keeping the poultry or the small ruminants, and bank will provide this KCC under animal husbandries. For dairy sector, again, own or rented or leased shed is required. Then for fish farmers, from individual to SHGs to GLGs to women group, means those who are farming, who are fish farmers, they are eligible. And again, we are see that beneficiary must own or lease they must own or lease the part of the pond or tank or open water body, raceway, hatchery, rearing unit for which they are applying for the KCC fisheries. And if as per requirement, local requirement, if they should also possess necessary license, if it is required. Maybe in most of the state it is not required, then there is no requirement for, but for if for that activity, if there is an requirement of license, then they should possess that. Marine fishery again, they should own or lease registered fishing vessel or boat, possess necessary fishing license permission, then KCC fishing for marine fisheries also could be granted. For existing KCC crop loan holder, if they are involved in animal husbandry or fisheries, then they can also get KCC animal husbandry and fishery. Rule already in last session it was covered, and amount of coverage for interest subvention. But bank can provide higher amount of loan without any interest subvention. Now application form for crop loan. I have just shared one application form of a bank. Somewhat near this forms will be available. One question I have seen in the chat box was that whether we can apply online or we have to visit the branch. Now it depends on the branches, banks. Many banks, they have started online application of KCC. You can apply online. And once it is finalized, they have done the scrutiny and process, then finally you can go there for disbursement purpose or final sanctioning, but you can apply. I am not audible? I am audible or not?
Audible, sir, audible.
Okay, because some of the participants, they are sending messages, I am not audible, therefore I was asking. So like this form, most of the banks, they will have near about this form, which contains basic details, then land holding pattern, basis for request of limit, how, why they want this KCC, means how much hectare they are or how much acre they are cultivating, what are the crops they are cultivating. One question again is whether a person who is availing KCC cropland, whether they can apply for animal husbandry. Yes, if they are doing the animal husbandry business, then they can also avail the animal husbandry crop loan, because this animal husbandry KCC, because this KCC are for two purposes. Crop loan is for raising crop and animal husbandry is for raising the animals. No, bank cannot put a cap on number of beneficiary for KCC, because Kisan Credit Card is a bank product, and if a person or if farmer is eligible, they should get the KCC. There is no cap. Now income from agriculture, this is the format. If tentative income from agriculture, that is to be put in this form. Then position of payment of income and bill tax. If you are paying any income tax or bill tax, you can include. Otherwise, nil. It will be nil. Asset owned, that is to be indicated. Liabilities, if already you have taken borrowed some loan or there is some other liability, you should indicate. This is normal standard format. Then it depends on, like 1.6 lakh loan, there is no requirement of any guarantor, collateral or security. So particular of guarantor, it is if higher loan is required, bigger loan is required. Actually no bank can deny KCC animal husbandry because they have taken crop loan. I will tell you what are the, how as a farmer, how I can get a KCC. So this is the declaration. In the declaration, when a farmer sign, the declaration is that any credit facility which I am asking from the bank, if any declaration is wrong, then I will be disqualified from getting the credit, or any other things like if I will not borrow from any other agency without the permission of the bank, because on the same crop or same animal I can't borrow more than one. then whether the applicant's co-applicant guarantees are related to any SNO, like that. This is a standard prudential declaration which is in the form. Now application form, animal husbandry schemes under Kisan Credit Card. Again, purpose of the loan, amount of loan required, dairy farming, poultry, goat rearing, pig rearing, then particular of the applicants, Aadhaar number, voter ID, PAN card, whatever officially valid document which the farmer is having, they can provide, one for address proof and one for ID proof. There is one guideline which is regularly being updated by Reserve Bank of India, which is for know your client. Government of India is using anti-money laundering instructions. Based on that, Reserve Bank of India is using know your client KYC norms, and in the KYC norms, officially valid documents it is listed. So bank will tell what are the official valid document which is at that time available. So based on that OVD, official valid document, KYC is to be done of the farmer. Now social category, it is in the farmer, details of existing loan if there is any loan, particular of total land holding of the applicant and the crops, then expenditure details for working capital. This is the portion, cost of feed and fodder, cost of medicine, vaccine, cost of insurance premium, other miscellaneous expenses, because all these things will be covered under the working capital under KCC animal husbandry. So from where to get this? In each district DLTC is finalizing and they have breakup. All these points, district level breakup is there. So that farmer while applying can use that breakup in filling this form. Then again, income details, dairy, sale of milk, poultry layer, sale of egg, like that. So that one question is whether civil score is very bad, then whether KCC could be rejected. Yes, bank can reject. Other than if there is a special drive, a special instruction from government that such farmers are also to be included. Otherwise, banking norm is that if civil score is bad beyond a point, is much below beyond a point, then it is being rejected. Then name of the bank and branch, security proposed to be offered. If it is up to 1.6 lakh, not required. If it is higher loan, because higher loan is, yes, civil score is required. Then security may be required because it is a standard format for small and marginal farmers, oral lessee, and even big farmers. So all things are there. Last is proof of identity and residence, Aadhaar card, voter ID, PAN card, electric, etc. It will depends on the official valid document which is valid at that time as per RBI norms instruction, which is based on anti-money laundering AML instructions of Government of India. Then proof of land, ownership, lease, deed, oral lease, etc. Copy of saving bank passbook and sanction letter for existing loan account if already present, because if existing loan account is there, then it is easy to sanction. One question was there, banks are not sanctioning those who have crop loan. If the crop loan, KCC crop loan, they are doing fine, then the bank will be more than eager to finance the KCC animal husbandry, because already credit history is there, and credit history is there, so it is easy to finance a loan to a person who already is availing crop loan and are a good borrower. Then acknowledgement by animal resource department, it will depend on state wise which department is dealing with. Maybe if it is fishery, then fisheries department, then animal husbandry, some state it is called veterinary department, in some it is called animal husbandry, in some Pasupalan Vibhag, like that. They will then put the detail and certify that above details they are correct. Then they will send it to the branch, and branch will process within 15 days. They have to process the application, yes or no. If everything is okay, KCC will be issued. If there is some problem, then they have to indicate the problem and then they can reject also. Now comes the important part, documentation part. What are the documents required? Because when we are telling there are issues in issuing of KCC, we should remember that at present more than 7 crore KCC are active in the country. They are active KCC. So 7 crore plus. I don't think any other loans, so much number of loan has been issued. 7 crore KCC is working. So we can understand that the system of issuing KCC is robust. Only thing is sensitization at different level. Therefore, these programs are being organized to complete the sensitization process, complete the cycle of sensitization. Now, in documentation, first of all, banks have options. Customer can see in their area which branch they want to get this loan. So some banks, they are providing online application, they can directly fill the online application form, or in other banks paper hard copy they have to fill it. Then KYC document is required, which is officially valid documents, maybe PAN card, Aadhaar card, etc. for identity proof and address proof. At that time, bank will indicate that as per Reserve Bank of India guidelines, which are the officially valid documents. So normally they require two, one for address proof, one for identity proof. Or even some identity, they will inform that same identity card will be used for both. So that is to be issued as OBD. Then even one identity can also work, but that should be in the guideline. Then civil report, bankers, they will take out the civil report. If let us say in civil report or any credit information company report, 300 to 900 is the parameter. If anyone is getting marks, 300 is maximum risk. What is the marking pattern? I will tell you. 300 to 900. 300 means maximum risk. The customer is a maximum risk to the bank. And 900 means minimum risk to default. This is the pattern 300 to 900. So up to a certain marks, if a person is getting a certain CIBIL score, above that is considered by bank. It depends on bank. Some bank, they are going for lower score. Some are going for higher score. So it depends on banks. Some banks even for a special case like debt waiver is there or debt relief is there. Then after that, government give exemption and government issue a special notification, budget notification, special instruction that for that persons, those persons who have been given debt waiver, CIBIL score, even low CIBIL score may be also accepted. Otherwise, if there is no instruction like that, then they can't ignore the CIBIL report. The minimum criteria, which as per the bank guideline is required, they have to fulfill. Now, let us say in CIBIL report, the score is -1. -1 means there is no credit history of that person. Then there are other three credit information company. Then the bank will take out another credit information company's report. Again, if there is also if there is also there is no data pertaining to the customer's any credit history, then bank will without CIBIL report they can go and issue the cases. So if CIBIL is there, okay. If there is no data in CIBIL, then they will go for other CIC. If still there is no data credit history, then they can sanction without CIBIL report also. Now other documents required is khasra, khatoni. Now khasra and khatoni, it depends. It depends state wise because 10, 11 states I have taken data. In some state, khasra may be issued by Patwari, Lekhapal, Tahsildar or any whichever that state government has given power to issue that. Then khatoni, many state these records has been digitized like Uttar Pradesh or Madhya Pradesh. So you have to see in your state whether it has been digitized. If it is digitized, then it is very easy. Like in UP, it is Bullock site. Another states, other sites are there. Then it is also easy for the bank. They can directly check everything, all data on portal, and they can also, if loan requirement is there, higher loan requirement is there, they can mark there on the portal. Also, they can create the charge if required. In non-digitized state, again, Patwari, Tahsildar or any other competent authority which has been authorized by state government to issue, they can issue this. And bank accepts those things. Stamp details, again, state-wise, like in many states, it is exempted. Certain loan amount, certain amount is exempted. In other state, there may be charges up to 5%. So state-wise, stamp details, it depends. Like in Uttar Pradesh, Margin money above 1.6 lakh, it depends because there are guidelines. Like if it is a marginal farmer 5%, then if it is yeah, somewhat bigger farmer 10%, then if it is some more bigger than 15%, 20, 25%, up to 25% margin it can go, 5% to 25%. It will depend bank wise and also the amount of loan, because minimum is 5%. If it is crossing the minimum limit of 1.6 lakh and above, then it will depend on that bank's internal policies. Now, hypothecation agreement is required up to rupees 1.6 lakh, because there is no security and hypothecation requirement for this loan as per RBI guidelines. So only the crop which is raised on the land, that is prime security, and nothing extra is taken. Charge will be created on Khatoni. Then saving account opening is also required. If the person already has an account in that bank, no problem. Otherwise, saving account will be opened along with this KCC. Khasra should be in the name of the farmer, or relevant documents should be there. LPC is required when the land is in their name, or lease. If there is a lease agreement can also suffice. You can see G, particulars of total land holding of the applicant and crops, name of the village, Jag and Khatian number, then owned, leased or share proper. There is option. When there is a option, means they can have all this. Either it is owned, or it is leased, or they are share properties. But for each of these, they require documentary proof. Okay. Now, Khasra of crops to be cultivated, that is to be given, because every crop has different scale of finance. So for finalizing that, they require the crop details, breakup of area where crops are to be cultivated. Suppose the person has 2 hectare land, 1 hectare for wheat, another hectare for gram, or like that. That should be also be given. And in Fasal Bima also, this is being used. After KCC, Fasal Bima, based on this declaration and based on this documentation, the farmer will get the Fasal Bima. Now, loan application along with documents, land holding certificate, Khasra Khatoni, activities proposed to be undertaken in the field. Bankers will generate his or her CIBIL score, and if found suitable, they will calculate farmer's CC limit for 3 to 5 years based on a scale of finance. And along with scale of finance for crop loan, 10% post harvest losses, household consumption, 20% on repair maintenance, insurance, 10% cost escalation for success. These all are allowed. So normally banks calculate all those things. This is above the scale of finance. If 10,000 is a scale of finance, then they can go beyond 30-40% above that. That is in the power of bank to do that. Now, whom to approach as lending institutions? So any bank branch which is nearer to the farmer, that will be better. Any bank branch which is nearer to the farmer, but as there is no service area approach and it has been waived off, so from any bank, any branch, the farmer can get the KCC. They can avail the facility of KCC from any branch which the farmer is interested. But it is suggested that try for the nearby branch, because it will be easy to service the account, to have a good relation with the bank, and also after KCC, they can, if they are a good user of KCC, they are a regular repair, they can in future also get a bouquet of other loans from the banks, because KCC will create history, and that will help the farmer in getting other loans also. Security up to 1.6 lakh. Only the raised crop will be the primary security. After that, if up to 3 lakh there is arrangement of purchase, then bank can waive. And above 3 lakh, then any loan above 3 lakh, hypothecation and other banks rules as per board approved policy, they have to take the security and hypothecation, whatever is there. Facility of online creation of charge. If in a state there is a facility of online creation of charge, then bank use that. Otherwise, it is done manually in hard copy. Thank you. Now